We need to remove corrosion on our battery terminals. In our first example, we'll look at a car battery. There is a three-step procedure. The first step is to disconnect the terminals. Number 2, mix warm water with baking soda. 3, apply the mixture and clean and grind the terminals. Corrosion on the positive terminal typically means that the battery has been overcharged. So I used my battery tester to check the voltage and do a load test. The voltage on this battery was over 12.6 volts, which is good. And the cold cranking amps was over 800, which this battery is rated for 725 CCA, so that's also good. Charging the battery for too long can potentially cause the electrolytes in the battery to expand and form pressure, and that pressure can escape, causing corrosion on the terminals. In addition, there can also be a chemical reaction between the battery acid and the metal terminals. As mentioned, corrosion on the positive terminal can indicate overcharging, and corrosion on the negative terminal is a sign of undercharging, which can happen when you use a lot of electronics in your vehicle and the battery never gets fully charged. If there's corrosion on both the positive and negative battery terminals, that usually indicates a problem with the battery itself that could potentially be related to overcharging or excessive heat. We'll later in the video talk about this example with a lawn tractor battery where the entire battery surface is corroded. Here you can see the corrosion on the positive terminal, also known as the cathode on the battery. It is white, it is flaky and crumbly, and we want to get rid of it, and we want to neutralize it. Here we are mixing warm water with household baking soda in a disposable plastic cup. We will use a used old toothbrush to apply this mixture to neutralize the acid corrosion buildup on the terminal. We prefer a targeted approach to applying the baking soda and warm water mixture onto the terminal. Rather than just getting warm water and baking soda and just throwing it on the battery, that can make a mess inside the engine compartment. And in addition, the battery can be rendered inoperable if that mixture makes its way under the removable cover that you can see in the center of the screen. You don't want this mixture to go into the 6 battery cells. Note the cool color change as the warm water and baking soda mixture comes into contact with the corrosion. Next, we take a napkin with warm water and wipe up all of the baking soda corrosion mixture and wipe down the terminal and the wiring harness connector. We will now use some sandpaper to lightly grind the lead terminal. It is also possible to use a dedicated grinding tool for the terminal and the connector. To help prevent corrosion in the future, it's a good idea to avoid overcharging or undercharging the battery. It also helps to store the batteries or keep your car in a cool, dry place, like a garage if possible. And in addition, it's also helpful to apply a layer of dielectric grease once the work is completed, or it is also possible to apply terminal protectant spray to prevent further corrosion. A general reminder is that when working on batteries, it's very important to wear eye protection to avoid having anything such as gas or any materials from the battery getting into your eyes. And in addition, it's important to be careful working on the lead terminals, and wearing gloves is a necessity. Finally, we will use a 10mm socket wrench to tighten the bolt connecting the wiring harness to the cathode or positive terminal. In our second example, we will look at an extremely filthy and corroded battery on a lawn tractor. Here, the corrosion has reached a more advanced stage than in our first example in the vehicle. As you can see, the color of the corrosion is not just white and flaky, but it's actually begun to eat away at the metal. We follow the same procedure by applying the warm water and baking soda mixture. Due to the corrosion, it was more difficult to actually remove the bolts that are holding the wiring in place with the positive and negative terminals. We decided to just replace this entire die-hard battery, even though, as we'll see later in the video, that the battery still had a certain amount of voltage left. Again, the goal of the baking soda is to neutralize the acid so we can clean it successfully. We want to then be able to take our hand tools and loosen the bolts and nuts so we can replace the battery. We believe that the lawn tractor battery here experienced heavy corrosion on both the negative and positive terminal due to experiencing excessive heat during the summertime. Okay. Finally, we lift this filthy battery from out of the tractor. It's pretty heavy. I was a bit surprised that this battery gave a voltage of 12.42 volts, considering the amount of corrosion and resistance that the tractor would have experienced when trying to start. The reason this battery had to be removed was because the tractor would not start. The strange thing about the corrosion is that you can actually get voltages on the battery surface, on the plastic, where you're not supposed to get any voltage. As you can see here, the non-conductive plastic is giving voltage readings as high as over 4 volts, which is not appropriate. And in some cases, the voltage is a little under 1 volt. We hope you found this video on how to remove battery corrosion helpful. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment, give a thumbs up, consider subscribing to this channel, and click on the bell icon for future updates. Thank you for watching.